Is it time to hit the panic button? People are freaking out on the internet about the Knicks losing their first game of the season to the Miami Heat, 115-107. And I'm going to tell you the facts and what you need to hear. Before we do that, though, I want to hear from all of you. What's your panic level with Mike Brown, the New York Knicks, after they lose to the Miami Heat? Scale it 1 to 10, 1 being you're not panicked at all, 10, it's time to sound the alarms. You are watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. And is it time to panic? What is my panic level at? 0. I am not worried at all about the New York Knicks losing to the Miami Heat on October 26th. There are a lot of reasons that you lost this game. And to be honest with you, I don't really think any of the reasons fall on the shoulders of Mike Brown. Let's talk about it like this. Why'd you lose the game? Let's start from the top down. 1, you got absolutely killed in the fast break. The Knicks' fast break defense with Tom Thibodeau was a problem. It remains a problem. That tells me it's a little bit more about the roster. Also, points in the paint. You can't be beat on the fast break. You can't be beat on points in the paint, 48-42. And you can't be outshot in the manner that the Heat were able to outshoot the New York Knicks. I don't care who you have on your team. I don't care who your head coach is. If you shoot 38% from the floor in a basketball game, you're not going to win many games. Look, it's a Sunday game in Miami. We know how those go, especially when you spend the night in Miami on Saturday night. A lot of people are going to say, Marshall, they shot way too many threes. They shot a lot of them, 54. I think it was a franchise record or something close to that for the New York Knicks. I didn't really have a problem with many of the three-point looks. It feels different. They're shooting threes that they don't usually shoot or had shot under the prior head coach. But if I had to give a grade for the shot quality on all 54 threes, I lean towards a B to a really close B+. You got to just make shots. How many, stop if you heard this before, it's a make or miss league. And if you only make 27% of your 54 threes, you're going to be in trouble. And for all people say, Marshall, the reason they lost this game is because they shot too many threes. Well, the only reason they were in the game down the stretch and they made it a game down the stretch was because Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns got hot from downtown. You can't get beat on the fast break, can't get beat on points in the paint, can't shoot a worse three-point percentage, and can't shoot a worse field goal percentage if you want to beat teams consistently in the NBA. You lost all 3 of those. It's game 3. I'm not worried. I'm not worried by the way the Knicks are playing. I'm not worried how they're creating offense. It's October 26th. Shots are going to start falling. They have too many good shooters. It was great to see, though, that Jalen Brunson started to find the range in this ball game. He was awesome. He was on fire, and maybe they were still a little bit too Jalen Brunson reliant. That's not Mike Brown's fault. Mike Brown saw the best way to win this game was get the ball in the captain's hands. A lot of people, if they were the coach for the New York Knicks, they would do that. And you know why they had to do that? Because nobody else on the Knicks really had the range. Karl-Anthony Towns was 6 of 14 from the field. He has to be better. Too many dumb fouls from him. He had 4 fouls in like the first 5 minutes of that third quarter. He has to stop committing dumb fouls. He does it every single game. He's done it his entire career, and that makes me worried that he'll never be able to shake it. I thought OG Anunoby was solid, just the shots did not fall. I don't really love that 12 of his 13 shots were threes. He is shooting a lot of threes this year. He's also a really good shooter. They just have to fall. Maybe you scale it back and you focus more on the quality of the shot over the quantity of number three-pointers you shoot. I'd like for OG to be more of a rim attacker in that regard, but I'm not worried with OG when he's open shooting the ball and letting it fly. Mikal Bridges played well. I would have liked to have seen more from Mikal Bridges actually in this ball game, get some more touches and get after it and things of that sort. I thought he's looked really good through 3 games, and I'm encouraged the way he has his role being painted in this Mike Brown offense. Everyone's piling on Josh Hart. I get it, and I'm a Josh Hart believer. I'm a Josh Hart defender. I love Josh Hart. He's not a good shooter right now. He wasn't a good shooter really all that much last year, and I think a large reason for that is the finger injury. And that's why I've kind of leaned to the idea that he should just wait, sit down, go get the surgery now and do it. But it doesn't sound like that's in his plans. Not a great game from Josh. Not worried about it. Josh Hart, he's going to be all right. Jordan Clarkson was terrible. The entire bench for the New York Knicks in general was bad as well. Jordan Clarkson was really bad. He couldn't get shots to fall. He was missing free throws, things that he doesn't really do. Gershon Yabusele has been terrible in his first 3 games for the New York Knicks. I'm not worried. Do I think Yabusele is starting off slow, or this is who he's going to be? I think he's starting off slow in this regard. Think about it like this. Jordan Clarkson, Gershon Yabusele, and Landry Shamet on Sunday night, they scored 10 points. They were 3 of 21 from the field. They were 0 of 12 from 3. -12, -15, and a -9 in the plus-minus department. Mike Brown's going to play the bench. Means the bench has to be contributors. And if your top 3 minute getters off the bench, I guess you can include Josh Hart in that, shoot 3 of 21 and 0 of 12 from 3, there's not many teams that can win despite that production from the New York Knicks. Kolek played a little bit. He was all right. I like that they're giving him minutes. I like that he's getting an opportunity to learn. Ariel Huck-Porty started this game after he started game 1 and was a DNP in game 2. Hopefully Mitchell Robinson can return at some point. I don't even want to say return soon because I don't think he's going to return soon. Load management doesn't mean you miss the first 3 games of the season. That's called an injury. I wish the Knicks would just be honest about that. A lot more to talk about around the New York Knicks, but first, I got to give a huge shout-out to our sponsor, DraftKings. I want to welcome back DraftKings, the sponsor here on New York Knicks Now by Chad Sports. We love having them as a sponsor, and they got an awesome deal going on for all of the real ones. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. New customers, bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass. Plus, score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. It's an awesome deal. All that information will be clickable down in the comments and description. So, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code KnicksChat. That's code KnicksChat. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass. Plus, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass. Auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. Shout out to DraftKings. Here's my 2-pick parlay for Monday Night Football. I got the Chiefs covering the spread, and I think this game is going to go under the point total of 48.5. You place $25 on it, you can win $91. Shout out to DraftKings. Lines and odds are subject to change. All right. Yeah, you lost the game. And I think it's pretty easy to understand why. I don't think this should result in a freak out on the internet like I'm seeing. It's simple. You didn't shoot the ball well enough. That's going to happen in the NBA. And some of their best players in the Miami Heat, they did shoot the ball really well. I mean, you shot 27% on 54 attempts in a game that you lost by 8. You hit 3 more threes and you shoot 18 of 54. Like, I know that's super easy to say. You'll win the game, and that's not even that great of a percentage either. It's going to happen in the NBA. You're going to lose some nights. You're going to win some nights. I'm still a little bit worried about the perimeter defense for the New York Knicks. I thought that the Miami Heat were able to generate really good looks. If there's one thing I'm a little bit worried about with the Knicks so far through 3 games, is the same thing that I worried about in the Tom Thibodeau era. Their ability or inability to defend the three-point line. Norman Powell ended up going 3 for 6. Jaime Jaquez didn't shoot the ball well from 3, but he had a really good game. He was able to get to his spots. He was a positive player on the floor, 17, 5, and 5. I thought Bam was good defensively. I thought he altered some shots. And now, I don't even think the Knicks' defense was that bad. He gave 115 points. That's going to happen in the NBA. They were just really good at running. They had 31 fast break points to your 10 or whatever it was. And Mike Brown's a team that's supposed to play fast. Look, I think the Miami Heat are better than what we initially anticipated this year. But at the end of the day, I'm not worried about this game at all. I don't think anybody should be worried about this game. Simone Fontecchio played a really good game for Miami. A couple other players knocked down some threes as well. That was a nice addition in free agency. I thought Jovic played pretty well, went 1 of 6 from 3, but I thought he made a positive impact on the game. It is what it is. It is what it is. Jalen Brunson didn't have any problem being guarded by Davion Mitchell. That's my takeaway from this game. Jalen Brunson is still one of the best players in the NBA. The Knicks still are one of the best teams in the NBA. And I'm not worried about a loss on a Sunday in October to the Miami Heat. There was nothing I really saw that sounded the alarms for me. If you want to tell me the Knicks aren't a good three-point shooting team and they should shoot less threes, sure. I don't believe that. I believe Jalen Brunson's a good shooter. I believe Mikal Bridges is a good shooter. I believe OG Anunoby is a good shooter. I believe Karl-Anthony Towns is a good shooter. You have a lot of good shooters. They just got to start making some shots. It's a 3rd game of the season. Let's pump the brakes on the freak out. That's where I'm at. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram @MarshallGreen_.